Okay, so welcome to another episode of the Tactical Gear Guy. You're probably thinking to yourself, what is all this crap he's got all over his table? Well, basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make a shotgun shell holder for 3-gun. And basically what in 3-gun, if you can't reload your shotgun quickly, you're pretty much wasting your time. So, on the market currently, there are dozens, if not bunches more than that, shotgun caddies, and basically the whole idea here is I'm a 2-shell loader. It's just easiest for me. I do it weekend. I grab 2 of these and I load them in, and it makes my shotgun reload much faster. So rather than after going out and spending a bunch of money on guns and ammo and pretty much everything else you got to do 3-gun, I was like, I don't want to spend another, anywhere from $100 to $150 on shotgun shell caddies. So, being the designer for as many years as I was, I thought, well, I'm pretty sure I could figure something out. So, did a little research and basically found, pretty much the components to build a couple of units. This one's for my belt. Obviously, that's a six shot holder, and this one holds 18. And pretty much what these are is 16th inch plastic, bent at a 90-degree angle here just to get it so that the shotgun shells have something to lay against. I found some the tool storage spring carrier things here. These are 3/4 inch, and I'll put all the specifications of what I found and where I found it. I got it pretty much all on Amazon for relatively cheap. And I'll go over the prices later, but basically just want to kind of give you an overview of what I've done, how I've done it, and then, like I say, I'll give you prices and, components later, maybe in the notes below on the video. Anyway, the idea here was to build something that would work, that was cheap, that if I decided this was something I wasn't that interested in continuing, that I didn't spend millions of dollars trying to figure out how to get it done. So anyway, how this works is what I've done is I've got just a cheapy belt that I used to use for a tool belt. And this slips in here currently this way. What I've done is I've gone ahead and ordered some more of these Tek-Loks to put 2 of those on here, and that way I can mount it to the belt here, and then that way I can kind of shovel it around, put wherever I needed to. But for now, for the initial couple times since I've used it, I've just kind of slipped this in here, and it works. It's not like a huge deal. So anyhow, that's how I've attached it to the belt. And again, these little Tek-Lok guys are really cool. You just snap them down and close them up, and you're ready to rock. And they're, I don't know, like 10, 11 bucks a piece. So, and so basically, how this works is I've gotten 16th inch ABS sheet plastic. Obviously, I chose black because, it's a thing. And then basically what you do is you use like a heat gun, and you heat up just that edge, and, let it sit there for a while. I picked this up off of Amazon for, I don't know, I think it was like 20 bucks or something. But if you got one, great. If not, and if your wife is willing to let you put this plastic in there, in your oven, you could put it in there for, 10, 15 minutes, whatever it takes to heat up, to bend this up, and then use a piece of 2x4 or something and just bend it up and then cut it off. So that's up to you, however you think you can get away with getting that done. That's probably going to be the hardest part about this whole deal. And then, in addition to that, of course, you're going to need a rivet tool. I think I got this for, I don't know, 8 or 9 bucks with the rivets, and as you can see, I've used them all. I've gone ahead and gone out and gotten another package of them, which I think was, another 6 or 8 bucks. But, pretty much, I've kind of added this all up, and to make 2 of these, the 18 holder, or 4 of these, including the clips, I think was in the $30 range. So that's dirt cheap compared to what you're going to get on the market. So anyway, basically how this works is you like I said, heat this up, bend this up, just bend up that 3/4 of an inch or whatever it ends up being. It's actually an inch. Bend out an inch of it, and then obviously wait till it cools off, and then you get the clips, and you can see I've got them literally right up against each other, so that they're they're perfectly spaced. I found that spacing works out really well because you're grabbing 2 and 2 and 2 like that, and it goes really quick. So it makes it so that you don't have to worry about how much spacing and that type of thing. It's just there. To do an 18, this is 9 times 2 because it's stacked. I figured out to be about 10 inches long by about 4 7/8 width of the bend. That's up to you. I mean, if you want to make it a little narrower, I figured out that about 3/4 from center to outside edge is right on both ends. So 3/4 in both ends, and then the full 10 inches long. We'll do 18. Or this one is about 3 1/4 inches wide by the same 4 7/8, and then again the same bend, and then again that's perfect for 4 across, or 3 across I should say, and then that way it mounts well, and it works. So anywho, there's that. So I just kind of wanted to go over again. I'm going to put the links to the parts that I bought off of Amazon. Of course, they may or may not be available at this point, but at least you've got a starting point if you want to go ahead and figure out what you can find and that type of thing. So at least it's available to you, so you can do that. But again, these rivets, just make sure that when you do them, that you do them from this side, because that's the side that's going to be up against you when it sits this way, and this part's against your body. So you want the smooth side to be against your body, obviously, because then you've got plenty of clearance in here for these little tips to stick in to hold the clips down. I did find that I had to kind of spread these out when I was done, because when these snap in here, they're kind of hard to snap in otherwise. So just be aware that that's how they fit, and after you use them for a while, they'll get looser and looser. I have had kind of a thought of, these are a little bit sharp. You might want to take some sandpaper or some something to the edges just to kind of round them off and make them so they're not so sharp. But I never did, and I put my 3 fingers in and grab it, and I haven't cut myself yet. So it's not rocket science. But anywho, other than that, that's how it works. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to go ahead and leave them in the in the comment section below. And other than that, hope this is helpful to you. And if you'd be so kind to go ahead and subscribe and like, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, hope that was helpful. Have a great day, and enjoy the shooting.